Hi, I'm Wisdom. Please like, share, and subscribe when you enter onto my channel. I want to talk about the incident that happened yesterday, and I'm hoping that I can give some real positive feedback in return. It is foolish to try and resolve anything by violence of any type of assault weapons. You should be adults, mature enough to handle any situation or disagreements or anything without the violence. We do have children that we're supposed to be setting an example to, that's coming up, that will one day be in the White House as well. What type of leadership, representation, or role model do you think that plays when they're seeing stuff like that? And many people take their children with them to these, I know I would have, voting, gosh, what is it called? No, I'm trying to, real quick. You know, the rallies, I know I have always wanted to go to a rally, a presidential rally, for the voting or being supportive to them or anything like that. You know, I truly believe that if you care, you're concerned, you should do something to get involved. I am politically intact or whatever. I try to educate myself with what's going on in the political arena, because you never know. And everybody should be politically in tune. But I think the violence starts when you are politically in tune and you have set your heart so strongly against another party to the point where you want to X the other party out. And it should not be like that. That is not right. It shouldn't. You should never get that wrapped up in something to the point where it's going to cause you to have some kind of mental problems up here to want to take somebody's life. I mean, there's something really sinister when you get to that point. But then again, this may not have even been an American. This could have really been somebody paid from another country to come over here, since to come over here free anyway, to do what they did. And then they had to get silence to keep them from talking. So, you know, I don't know. I'm not going to throw that out there. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about us as an American. Yeah, and what President Biden said yesterday, I do appreciate. I am a Trump supporter. I'm going to put that out there. But I highly appreciate, truly appreciate what President Biden said yesterday. President Biden is our sitting president, whether we want him to be or not, for those that do think like that. And he deserved the same respect that you would give President Donald Trump or any other president that happens to be a Republic. The Democrats needs their respect as well when they're doing their term and whatever seat that they're filling. You know what I'm saying? It is not supposed to cross the aisle with any type of assault weapons or anything to want to take their life over what they're doing, because that what they're doing is what they've been doing for ever since, I guess, we've been having elections and stuff. The two parties have their disagreements and agreements, and they go after each other to get for one to be to I guess shoot enough points or score enough points with what they're saying politically to end up in the seat. But they're not going after each other to the point where they want to shoot each other or gun each other down. Now, come on. You must be able to control yourself. You must be mature in mind. If you're not mature in mind, something else is going on with you and you need some psychiatric help. That's all I have to say. And that should not, it really should not be only focused on the presidential level or senators or congressmen or any one of them level, but on all levels, because in the hood, it is always like that. And as far as the America being divided. America has always been divided uh, 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 to the eyes of people of color. You know, we have always been divided. When are we ever going to be, men and women, equal to men and women of other races and colors? I don't know. And until you start doing the right things in your country is going to stay divided. And it's just going to become more and more divided until one day we will be like the Middle East. Wars will be breaking out in America as well. Is that something we want? Do we want guards hanging around the Capitol? We raised enough sand over that because of what happened on January the 6th. But now, come on. Are the people running for any type of seats supposed to be feeling threatened or supposed to put their life on the line like that when you got crazy people out there trying to do whatever? Because in their mind, they're feuding and some one of them need to be shut up or whatever. However you look at something demented. I don't know. I can't. I'm just trying to put myself in that too. But I do thank God for the safety of the men and the women, and if there were children out there as well, for those of them that did not get shot. I thank God for the safety of Donald Trump, President former Donald Trump, that he's doing okay, and that his family can rest assured peacefully with that, because I'm sure that had to have been a very devastating scare upon his family as well, hearing that they dad and got shot. And Donald Trump is a diehard. I swear he seemed like he's black, but I'm not. He really do. He's a diehard for real. I've never seen a person that's so determined like Donald Trump. And I will follow by his leadership any day, because Donald Trump is a businessman. He's very firm. He's very direct. And Donald Trump does leave examples. You know what I'm saying? And that is why many people didn't like him when he was on this presidential seat, because he may not have, that first 4 years, may not have gotten it, because he's never been president. How could he have gotten it straight? Biden served with Obama. You know what I'm saying? So he already knew. Yeah, and anyway, he served as a senator or something before he even made it to the seat that he was at with Obama. But anyway, however, whatever seat and when, I'm just saying people should not be so quick to want to kill somebody. I mean, when you're shooting somebody or taking them away from their loved ones, or you should think about the people that you have in your life, unless you just all here by yourself. I don't know. That could be possible too. But we need to first figure out what drives a person to want to take somebody's life. Is it the nitpicking, or the things that they say, or the things that you feel that you just cannot bear to hear anymore? What is it? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this across all boards, not just the political board, but all boards. Because, see, we don't want to have to vote for you and put you in there. But then it seems like once we do that, we're kicked to the side. But we ain't kicked to the side, because we still here. You know, you got people that vote that are Patreons, for real, and don't really want to deal with the United States corporate fiction parts, but we have to. You know what I'm saying? You got people that vote that's Democrats. You got people that vote that are Republic. Whatever your preference is. But it does not mean that because you disagree with somebody, you're supposed to want to take their life. That's ridiculous. It's so silly. It is. And I'm sure as adults, we should be able to handle ourselves a lot better than that. We are supposed to lead by example. And if we are leading by example to other countries, we got kids in this country that we need to lead by example. Because these kids are going to be our future one day. And so, we need to work with each other to figure out how we can fix our problem. We don't need the president by themselves, or Congress, or the Republican parties of the House or the Democrat Party. We don't need them trying to fix everything all by themselves. We need to start putting our inputs in it because our opinions matter and they count for something. If they didn't matter and didn't count for anything, then why do we have to go vote anyway? Our opinion stands for something. We put you in there to make things better, but maybe we need to start thinking about stop putting people in there, because when we put people in there, it's always this thing of going above, up, over, and above the line of duty of which they're supposed to be there to serve the American people, and then they start acting like the American people is straight up cattle. You know what I'm saying? Like we're nothing. And then, Biden, you need to look at the fact that one of the reasons why America is divided like it is now is because of how you interacted with us when you got in there from day one. You didn't want to do none of the things that Donald Trump worked very hard to change, that obviously was proven to work. You did away with the pipeline and everything else, the boarded thing that he was trying to build, the wall, and you just didn't want to have nothing to do with anything. And I think that was wrong as a president. And I've been wanting to say that. I think as the sitting president, you should have respected some of these things that he had in place. But you wanted to discredit him just like the man that just shot at him, and thank God he didn't kill him. But you did. You discredited our former president as though he was nothing. You tried to take him to court, and then people looking at this. We, the people, looking at this. Where is the justice? We're seeing lawless. We are. We're seeing a lot of lawlessness when there's supposed to be justice here in the United States. And then when we see in the justice isn't working for the people, it's working for somebody else. You got a lot of poor people in the United States. You guys used to get in there and think of ways to help to feed the hunger and the poor, to house them, clothe them. A poor person, to many of you now, deserves to be nowhere but on the street in the gutter. How cruel, how selfish is that? Everybody wasn't born with a silver spoon. And then those that was born with a silver spoon that can make a difference, they've gotten so selfish to where they don't want to even help anyone. And then there's a lot of things going back and forth because God is sending his destroyers to destroy all these things that was built in place for this and that and the other, because you guys don't know how to interact and appreciate what you have as a country. Countries are built and countries rise and countries fall all the time. And if you don't get it together, this is what's getting ready to happen.